The online financial advisors category is being reshaped by AI-generated shortlists. When a consumer asks which robo-advisor to use, which managed portfolio service is best, or how fees compare, the answer is increasingly a ranked recommendation list from ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, Copilot, or Google's AI surfaces. That list can become the buyer's starting point. In many cases, it may become the shortlist itself. Hey, I'm Mark Huntley, a growth strategist and AI discovery analyst. At LLM Authority Index, we study how AI systems shape commercial discovery, especially in high-intent categories where recommendation positioning can directly influence revenue. The June 2026 public benchmark for online financial advisors shows a concentrated market. Betterment leads with a modeled AI authority value of $1.9 million monthly. Wealthfront follows closely at $1.74 million. Together, they capture a disproportionate share of valid AI recommendations across the 6 platforms tested. This matters because AI discovery compresses categories. The model reviews public evidence, compares options, and presents a small set of recommended brands. For leadership teams, the commercial issue is whether the brand is being advanced when buyers ask for help deciding. The most important pattern in the benchmark is the gap between being seen and being selected. Betterment appears in 50.6% of observations and earns valid recommendations in 30.7% of cases. Wealthfront appears in 50.9% of observations and earns recommendations in 30.4% of cases. Those are strong recommendation rates. They show that AI systems are not merely aware of the brands, they are willing to put them into shortlist quality positions. SoFi tells a different commercial story. It appears in 18.3% of observations, which reflects meaningful brand presence, but it earns recommendations in only 7.6% of cases. Schwab Intelligent Portfolios shows a similar pattern with 24.1% presence and 10.2% recommendation coverage. For online financial advisors, broad AI visibility can make the category look healthier than it is. The buying moment is controlled by recommendation position, not simple appearance. Betterment and Wealthfront are not winning in exactly the same way. Betterment has the strongest overall AI recommendation architecture in the benchmark. It performs especially well in pricing and fee evaluation, which is the highest intent decision stage cluster in the public data. In that cluster, Betterment captures $1.15 million monthly, ahead of Wealthfront and SoFi. That is strategically important. Fee evaluation is where buyers are close to committing. If AI systems consistently advance a brand during fee comparisons, that brand is shaping the final decision. Wealthfront is the strongest challenger overall and leads the comparison cluster. In that stage, it captures $682,000 monthly, far ahead of Betterment's $157,000 in the same cluster. So the category has 2 leaders, but their strengths map to different parts of the buyer journey. Comparison for Wealthfront, pricing and fee decision moments for Betterment. The clearest warning sign in the benchmark is Empower, formerly Personal Capital. Empower appears in 43 observations across the 6 platforms and earns exactly 1 valid recommendation. That recommendation appears at rank 7. Its net sentiment score is 0.02, which is effectively neutral. That is a serious AI discovery problem. The systems know the brand exists, they can reference it, but they are not advancing it into buyer shortlists. Facet Wealth shows a related pattern. It appears in 4.2% of observations and earns only 7 total recommendations. The brand has presence but very limited recommendation power. One pattern we repeatedly see at LLM Authority Index is that brands can look visible while still losing the buying moments that matter most. Neutral visibility does not create recommendation control. The report points to citation architecture as the underlying driver. Betterment and Wealthfront appear to benefit from consistent public evidence across comparison articles, independent reviews, financial media, official product content, and other source layers. When AI systems retrieve that evidence, they find repeated support for recommending those brands across multiple buyer intents. SoFi's gap appears to come from a source profile mismatch. It has broad public coverage in lending and personal finance, but advisor-specific evidence appears less concentrated than the leaders. In financial services, trust signals also matter. Fiduciary positioning, fee transparency, and regulatory adjacent references can influence recommendation confidence. AI systems need clear public evidence before they elevate a financial brand in decision stage prompts. The leadership takeaway is simple. Online financial advisors need to measure AI discovery by recommendation strength, not mention volume. The strongest brands are the ones AI systems consistently choose when buyers ask which platform to consider, compare, or trust with fees and managed portfolios. For executives, this changes the operating question.
where the brand appears, where it earns top 3 placement, where it gets displaced, and which public sources are shaping those outcomes. If you want to understand how AI is actually positioning your company in buyer conversations, that's exactly what we analyze at LLM Authority Index.